Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel down below. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all those links necessary to do so in the description box below. You can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at scatterlovetarot. And I've also included the link down below to join memberships. When you click on that link, it'll take you to the page that describes each level I offer, as well as what comes with each level. So I do hope to see you there on memberships. And if not, thank you for your continued support here. I'm so honored and blessed to be sharing this time and space with you. So let's hop to it and get into our daily dice message. We're going to find out what is today's daily dice message in regards to love, source. What is today's daily dice message in regards to love? What message do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know? What is today's daily dice message in regards to love? Okay, so we've got South Node, Scorpio, and the 5th house. And I love that the 5th house made an appearance in regards to our love reading, because the 5th house can talk about dating. It does feel like right now there's this energy of letting go of an old belief that's been keeping you from going out there and testing the waters again. Whether that's, you don't like online dating, or you don't like the options that are available to you, or whatever it is. But I feel like this is more or less just opening yourself up to the opportunities that could be there. If you've ever actually had dates in your past, then this is about changing the way that you've had dates. If you've always just jumped right into relationships and never really had that opportunity to date, then this is telling you that it's time to try and date, right? And this does feel like it is for singles message, okay? But what I see here is that there's a lot of healing and transformation that comes from allowing yourself to bring joy and flirtiness back to your life, and from letting go of the drama and enjoying yourself in moments where you're out with people that you're interested in, or even your person. Like, even if you are in a relationship, when you're out with them, like, are you so serious all the time? Are you just stuck in an old habit and an old pattern? And this is just really asking you to change up what's become comfortable for you, like kind of keeping everything interesting, right? You hear that all the time everywhere. It's like, we're just trying to keep things interesting. Well, what does that mean to you? And how can you become a better conduit for that creative energy to flow through you, right? Because it's really all it is. It's just creative energy coming through us. Anytime we're sexually involved with somebody or on a physical level, it is very creative. That's a very creative atmosphere, and it can allow us to connect with the higher version of ourselves. Where it becomes an issue, though, is when we're only looking to that energy to connect with our higher selves, right? So here I do see it's just asking you to let go of an old way of feeling when it comes to love in general. And that's where you're going to experience this really huge transformation. So again, if you are with someone, this could be about spicing up the bedroom and, kind of experimenting with new things. And if you're not with someone, this is about going out there and letting yourself be seen. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be loved. And even if you're not interested in love, it can help you really cement in like what is for you and what isn't for you, or even just looking for this idea of a companion in your life. Like, if you're not interested in a connection like romantically, this could be about really connecting with friends and your soul tribe on a deeper level. And sometimes that's hard for us, because when you go on the spiritual journey and you get put into solitude, which happens a lot of the time on the spiritual journey, it's like reintegrating yourself is a challenge, right? So let's see what messages come through with the love deck. So source, what other messages do you have for us for this reading? What would you like us to know? Okay, thank you. I feel like one more wants to come out. Yeah. All right, on the bottom, passion, insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun. equal interest and burning desire. So it does feel like when you get out there and you let yourself be experienced by others, that you will find someone that you are absolutely attracted to, someone that there is absolutely chemistry with. This is something that you are being guided to do by your ancestors. This is something that they're asking you to do because it will help you with the alchemy on your journey and manifesting what you desire. We have transcendence and unity coming out. It does feel like there's this energy of running away from something that used to be like, it's just easier being single than it is getting involved because of past issues. So we do have air energy on the bottom here with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is communication, right? Communicating your wants and needs, your desires. What is it that's good for you along the way? Don't worry, we'll take a look at these. Let me just grab one of these oracles out here. May I please have one of these? Thank you, Source. And on the bottom, demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those that you love and act on it. And I feel like this is also 55:55 on the clock. This is also talking about understanding you. What do you love? What's important for you when it comes to love? And that's not just romantic love, but, you know, friendships and all that, right? So let me put these together since they flipped over. Organized my cards here. We've got miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And then we have 13, which is 4. This is about finding stability in an uncomfortable situation. It's just like really putting yourself out there again. Like, I can't get beyond that. Like, it's just like really allowing yourself to be put out there. So your guides are trying to take you to something that's meant to be in your life, right? With ancestors and alchemy here. Like, they're really trying to get you closer to something that's meant to be in your life, whether that's a friend, a lover, a marriage, a spouse, a long-term commitment, whatever it is, a short-term commitment, it could even be. But there's a blessing here that's going to help you transcend and come further into unity with yourself and with Source and on your spiritual path. It's just a part of your enlightenment, right? It's a part of the next stint on your journey. Because there's been a lot of disharmony, a lot of triggers and conflict in the past. And I feel like this is that energy that's keeping you from going out there and experiencing the new. It's like, or even experimenting, right? Like even experiment. Maybe you've had bad situations come up in the past where you've tried to keep things interesting and maybe it wasn't well received or it was, you know, criticized or whatever the situation may be, or even someone pushed you beyond your boundaries. You know, this is just saying like you have to communicate what you want and then stand firm in those boundaries, knowing that that's okay. Self-love is important and you've been on that journey, right? But again, this idea, look, creation is coming through. Like, they've been very clear about the creative energy here. This is about you connecting with a higher part of yourself and remembering what your intentions are on this journey, right? You're not out here to get connected with people who are unhealed. You're looking for people who are healed. And sometimes we have to go through unhealed individuals to connect with healed individuals, right? Yeah, there's been this energy of being rejected, lost, fragmented. That's where the disharmony is coming from, okay? That's where that trigger and the conflict was. Something happened to you in the past that's made you feel like, I can't get out there and do what it is that I want to do or what it is that I desire. It's just easier for me to stay at home in solitude and alone and in your comfort zone. Exactly. South Node and clinging. It's like, but do you see this? She has saran wrap on her face. I don't know if you can see that. It's suffocating. Right? Like it's suffocating you. It's suffocating your soul. Your soul is begging to grow. And this is something that's it's suffocating you. You're going to find empowerment in getting out there. You're going to find a newfound strength and a newfound connection with your soul. But you have to decide what you want to do. Ultimately, if you say yes, great. Ultimately, if you say no, great. Right? There's no source coming in and saying, you better do exactly what I tell you to. No. Everything that Source gives us is guidance, and we always have free will and a choice to go which way is best for us. But we have South Node coming out here twice, so they are pointing towards where you're at currently is definitely clinging to the comfort that you found in your life. And whenever we find a space of comfort is when we begin to stagnate on our journey. And so we have to kind of shake things up to get out of that energy and continue walking in our North Node, right? So we have picture, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. So again, this idea of the past with nostalgia, missing you, looking at pictures, the past is what's keeping you from making these new memories, is what it feels like. It's like, I don't want to do something like I did before because you dealt with someone who's like this. The golden mirror. We have narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, and one-sided. And that makes sense. That's where the triggers are coming from. It's where this fragmented energy is coming from. And that's scary, right? What if I deal with that once again? Like, I don't have the energy. I don't have the time or the patience for that. Like, I'm done with that type of energy. But Source is also saying that the only way to walk away from connections like this is to allow yourself to experience new ones. These new ones are not the old ones, and you've gained a sense of discernment and intuitive knowing that you're going to help keep yourself away from these situations. Like, it's just something that you've created along the way as a survival mechanism, but also through growing and healing, it's become something that you can rely on and trust as an instinctual motive within keeping you safe from these old situations where once you couldn't see the red flags of, right? 11:11 on the clock. Because your soulmate's out there. I love this reading. You have a soul connection, a partnership, a contract, a life partner. You have someone out there that's waiting for you to make a decision to choose to show yourself, right? Like, they've been waiting for you. You've been waiting for them. And it's someone that you can date, but in order to do so, you have to allow yourself to get up out of this stagnant energy, and that's very scary. I know I struggle with that still even today, being in a very stagnant place when it comes to connecting with others on a romantic level because of my past. So I understand this energy, but in taking that step forward and facing that fear, from my experience, you feel better. And so this is what Source's message is to you, is to remember that that's where you're going to find a new sense of energy. And don't overwhelm yourself. You know, you don't have to talk to 100 people all at once. Just maybe try 2 or 3 people all at once and then see how it goes and see where that goes. And don't overwhelm your energy, but find something that works for you. Really quickly, they want me to talk about, there's this modality that they use in psychology where they talk about your comfort zone, and then they talk about, like, there's a little red circle here, and then they talk about your overwhelm zone. Okay, and we want to break out of the comfort zone, but we don't want to put ourselves in this overwhelm zone. So what we want to do is just kind of find some place right outside our comfort zone that we can handle, but that we can also draw away from and come back to our comfort zone when needed so that we can recharge. And so that's what they're showing here. Just step right outside this comfort zone. Don't go to your overwhelm zone. We're not trying to... Don't be like going on 100 dates or whatever like that. Just one step at a time here. Even if you connect with one person, that's making a difference, right? So that's what they want you to do, is just step beyond the comfort zone. Let go of what is normal and comfort for you right now. Because eventually, what happens on this journey, if we keep growing, our North Node becomes our South Node. That's just by design. That's to continue to push us to grow. So never get comfortable in your North Node. Like, always face your fears. Always do what's uncomfortable for you, like where you know you should be doing this. Like, take that leap of faith and you'll be surprised every time. Okay? So this is what I see for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little mirror emoji down below and say, I allow myself to step beyond my comfort zone, knowing that this is where my best growth comes from. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.